Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm with you again with a great topic, but first, if you find my channel useful, you can support me by subscribing to my channel and liking my video. Thank you. Let's move on to the video. Imagine a world where Canada becomes the 51st state of the United States. This intriguing scenario raises a multitude of questions and implications that could reshape North America and beyond. What would it mean for the political landscape? Would Canadian citizens embrace the change, or would there be resistance? The potential for a unified North American government could lead to significant shifts in policy making, affecting everything from healthcare to immigration. Economically, the merger could create a powerhouse with vast resources and a larger market. The combined economies might lead to increased trade opportunities, but it could also spark debates over taxation and resource allocation. Militarily, Canada's integration could bolster US defense capabilities, but it might also complicate international relations, especially with countries like Russia and China. Culturally, the blending of Canadian and American identities could foster a rich tapestry of traditions and values, but it might also challenge the unique aspects of Canadian culture that many hold dear. This hypothetical scenario is not just a thought experiment, it has global significance. The implications of such a union could ripple through international politics, economics, and cultural exchanges. Join us as we delve deeper into this fascinating topic, exploring the potential changes and challenges that could arise if Canada were to join the United States. If Canada were to become the 51st state of the United States, the political ramifications would be profound and far-reaching. First and foremost, Canadian governance would undergo a dramatic transformation. The existing parliamentary system would be replaced by a state-level government, and Canadians would gain representation in Congress. This means that Canadian interests would have a direct voice in US legislative processes, but it could also lead to tensions as local issues compete for attention on a national stage. In terms of foreign policy, the US would likely recalibrate its approach towards Canada and other nations. With Canada as a state, the US might adopt a more unified stance in international negotiations, particularly in trade agreements and environmental policies. However, this could also lead to friction with countries that have historically viewed Canada as a separate entity, potentially complicating diplomatic relationships. Moreover, the political landscape in the US could shift significantly. The inclusion of Canadian voters would alter voter demographics, potentially impacting election outcomes and party dynamics. Political alliances might evolve as new coalitions form to address the interests of a more diverse electorate. This could lead to a redefinition of key issues, as Canadian perspectives on healthcare, climate change, and social policies come into play. Overall, the political changes resulting from Canada joining the US would create a complex and dynamic landscape that warrants careful examination. The potential economic consequences of Canada joining the United States would be significant and multifaceted. One of the most immediate effects would be the integration of Canadian resources into the US economy. Canada is rich in natural resources, including oil, timber, and minerals. This wealth could bolster US energy independence and enhance manufacturing capabilities, creating a more robust economic framework. However, This integration might also lead to concerns about resource management and environmental regulations, as differing standards could create friction. Trade agreements and tariffs would undergo a major overhaul. Currently, Canada and the US have a close trading relationship, but becoming a state would necessitate a re-evaluation of existing agreements like NAFTA. The elimination of tariffs could lead to increased trade flows, benefiting both economies. However, it could also spark debates over protectionism, particularly in sectors where American industries feel threatened by Canadian competition. Employment rates and economic growth would likely experience shifts as well. The merging of labor markets could create new job opportunities, particularly in sectors like technology and healthcare. However, there may also be short-term disruptions as industries adjust to the new economic landscape. Overall, while the economic integration of Canada into the US could lead to growth and innovation, it would also require careful management to address the challenges that arise from such a significant change. The military implications of Canada becoming a US state would be substantial, fundamentally altering the defense landscape of North America. One of the most significant advantages would be the enhancement of US military capabilities through access to Canadian resources. Canada boasts a wealth of natural resources, including vast supplies of oil and minerals, which are crucial for military operations and logistics. This integration could lead to improved readiness and sustainability for US forces, allowing for more efficient deployment and support during conflicts. A unified North American defense strategy would also present strategic advantages. With Canada as a state, the US could streamline command structures and enhance coordination between military forces. This could lead to more effective responses to threats, whether they arise from cyber warfare, terrorism, or traditional military confrontations. The geographical proximity of Canadian military bases would facilitate joint training exercises and rapid mobilization, strengthening the overall defense posture of the continent. However, this shift could also lead to changes in international military alliances and peacekeeping efforts. The US might reassess its commitments to NATO and other alliances, as a stronger North American military presence could alter the dynamics of global security. Additionally, Canada's historical role in peacekeeping missions could be impacted, as the focus may shift towards a more aggressive defense posture. Overall, the military implications of Canada joining the US would create a complex interplay of opportunities and challenges in the realm of defense and international relations. The cultural implications of Canada joining the United States would be profound, leading to a unique blending of Canadian and American cultures and identities. Both nations share a rich tapestry of traditions, languages, and values, but they also have distinct characteristics that define them. This union could foster a new cultural identity that celebrates the best of both worlds, creating a vibrant mosaic that reflects the diversity of North America. In terms of arts and media, the integration could lead to exciting collaborations and innovations. Canadian artists, musicians, and filmmakers would have greater access to larger markets and audiences, potentially enriching the cultural landscape of the US. Conversely, American media could influence Canadian content, leading to a more homogenized entertainment industry. Education systems would also experience changes, as curricula might evolve to incorporate a broader range of perspectives and histories, promoting a more inclusive understanding of North American culture. Social issues and multiculturalism would likely be impacted as well. The merging of two diverse populations could spark discussions about identity, representation, and inclusion. While this union could promote a more unified approach to social justice, it might also challenge existing frameworks and lead to tensions as different cultural narratives vie for recognition. Overall, the cultural futures of Canada and the US would be shaped by this union, creating both opportunities and challenges in navigating a shared identity. In this exploration of the hypothetical scenario of Canada becoming the 51st state of the United States, we have delved into significant political, economic, military, and cultural changes that would arise from such a union. Politically, we discussed how Canadian governance would transform, leading to representation in Congress and potential shifts in US foreign policy. Economically, the integration of Canadian resources could enhance US capabilities, while also prompting a reevaluation of trade agreements and employment dynamics. On the military front, we examined how a unified North American defense could bolster US military strength, providing strategic advantages and potentially altering international alliances. Culturally, the blending of Canadian and American identities could create a rich tapestry of traditions impacting arts, media, and education systems, while also influencing social issues and multiculturalism. As we reflect on the implications of such a union, it becomes clear that the consequences would be far-reaching and complex, affecting not just North America, but the global landscape as well. We encourage you to think critically about these changes and what they might mean for the future. Thank you for watching. Welcome to Review Economy.